Hello there guys, welcome back to the MBA channel. Guys, if you haven't checked out already, Theflyingbird, aka myself, tried to stream the Kanto draft, but due to a lack of entertaining value, we sort of shut it down after a couple of hours, so we got to about, I think, OU2. No, we got to about UU2 I think before we stopped, because it was really inconsistent with the draft and things like that. But in light of that, we are going to start with the first video on this channel for Season 8 with myself and my good friend Bobby.
Hello guys, it's Bobby here, coach of the Monroe News, and I'm going to be doing this power rankings thing with James. We kind of screwed up. James just draft quality, and I did draft quality and skill of the player, so it'll be a little different.
We all know that if we were ranking Kanto players on skill level, Toby would be first. Even though he is in Kalos, Toby would be first. I just want to make that very clear for everyone watching this video.
Of course, so you can start with your number 12.
Yeah, so Bob, the way this is going to work is we're going to go through I'm going to talk about my 12 to 1, and you just tell the fans where you had them on your list and why. My number 12 is probably going to be one of the most controversials, but I actually believe thoroughly that Rob, the coach of the Dallas Starmies, he has not just been cursed with Mega Metagross, I also believe he's been plagued by the worst draft in Kanto. The reason for that is Mega Metagross is a really nice pick, but in my opinion you need to be either support your Mega or make your Mega the star of the team. The Mega should complement the team. It does neither. It's sort of like, hello, here's Mega Metagross. Oh shit, what does it do? You know, like, it's weak to dark types. Okay, you have Azumarill. It's really slow. A lot of dark types can get poison moves. Gliscor and Azumarill would have been a much nicer call. Celebi's a bit meh. Crocodile's, it's good with Scarf Moxie. Apart from that, meh. Tentacle, yeah. Drodigan, yeah. Ember, yeah. Neuven, yeah. Nah. Gastrodon, yeah. Lipun, no. Victory Bell, no. I feel like the last two picks are just to counter A12, and to me it doesn't really do much. I think the reason for that is that Victory Bell can be a very nice chlorophyll wrecker, but I don't know how it will go in league format. And Rob, if you are upset with where I ranked you, please just prove me wrong, because this is just based purely on your draft, and I know that if I was including ability, this would not be your spot. Bobby, where do you have him? Where do you have Rob, you muppet?
I have Rob at 2.
Can you explain?
And I just kind of put him there because Rob's a great player. Consistency is key for him. I actually like his draft. Yeah, some of the mons are when we're getting down to the lower tiers, but his OU picks, his UU picks, I think are all pretty solid picks in general. And maybe you can see Rob still get playoffs, but I put him there because he's just a consistent player.
I mean, that's pretty fair considering I think Rob's made semifinals last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So like, he's definitely one of the more consistent players in league. At my number 11 spot, I had the one and only Mr. Mayo. Mayo, telling me that you want to change your Mega, rate me with Meg or Scizor, does nothing, because I really don't care what you think. You have to wait till week 1, so after week 1 in draft rankings, it will be based accordingly. I don't like the Mega Medicham Victini combo. They complement each other very nicely, but at the same time, being weak to Ghost isn't something you really want to do. He made some pretty ballsy picks, stealing A12's Mandibuzz. That's A12's property. You're gonna get copyright striked. That's A12's. Like, you've broken rule 1 of Kanto. Don't snipe A12. Like, Victini's, yay. Medicham, yeah. Hoopowden, why did you draft yourself? Mandibuzz, yeah. Florges, meh. Melodic, yeah. Jolton, yeah. Zero, no. Uxie, T-Wave, no. Vileplume, Sunspore, yeah. Throw, no.
Yeah.
Almost, maybe. But like, there's...
Like I said, no to the Jolteon, which has like some of the most skills in NBA history.
Yeah, but that was only because last season, was it Cody got you? No, who got it? Was Cody, wasn't it? Yeah, I got
Cody.
it EU too, and absolutely demolished everyone. I agree. Like, it's a very good Pokemon, but like, what are you gonna do? Oh, okay, he sends down his Scarf Crocodile. I'm gonna go in there with my Scarf Jolteon and kill it with a HP Ice at 100%. Yeah, nah. Just Bobby. Shh. Just.
I put Mayo.
Where'd you put Mayo?
I put Mayo number 4.
Oh,
I hate number 4. I absolutely despise Mayo's draft.
I was gonna say
For
Mayo.
the fact that Mayo is
I was gonna say
Mayo.
I despise Mayo. I would agree with that.
I hate his I hate his draft, but he's a really skilled player, so I had to kind of put him up high. Plus, he messaged me, and I said at first he was 7, and he got really mad at me.
Oh, okay. Don't tell
Peer
him
pressure.
where I rank him then. Phew.
Mayo, don't watch this.
Okay, number 10 we have Cody K. Cody's Volcanion Ferrothorn pick was a really nice beginning combo. I like the Flygon pick, Rampardos. That's A12's little baby that you've stolen off him every time, and it's become your little baby. It's a really nice pick. Mega Beedrill, I know you love drafting that. Heatmon! So you can run T-Spikes. And you know, I really enjoy his draft. Like, I can see, like, in Cody's hands, it would be a really nice draft. But at the same time, this doesn't include the ability of players. I really see a massive fire weakness on his team. Moltres is not run it defensive. It's not really a fire thing. When your mon takes 50% from rocks and then comes in, it's gonna get neck dropped. So like, I don't see why Cody should be any higher than 10. I ranked everyone. I sort of had a little criteria from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, and Cody was just number 10 for me.
I put Cody at 11. I like his team a lot, but again, I think it's kind of ballsy. Again, that big fire weakness, and Cody, while he is probably the best player to come from Kalos besides Mayo, he's also been one of the ballsiest, as his drafts, man, they're just everywhere. Usually they don't do as well as you think, so I think he might come back down to Kalos.
Yeah, also with Cody, you have to remember, he's probably one of the more experienced, one of the new 3Bs in Kanto. You know, he didn't win a Kalos camp. He hasn't won a Kalos championship, but he has been in Kanto before. But last season he had a massive fire weakness, and someone exposed it with killing him with a Scarfed Houndoom. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It was actually me, and I can just see another Scarfed Houndoom ripping through his team. You know, I think fire is one of the more common types. It's not one of the best types in Draft League, but it's common. And when you switch into Moltres, it's like you're taking 50% from rocks. If you take more than 6% from a move, you can't switch back into it. So like, it's not really that, like, you know, like, I can't see the real purpose of it.
Yeah.
I think Arcanine would have been a much better pick.
Yeah. True. Yeah, nice offense pressure, and yeah. So
my number 9 is I like mathematics. Who else would it be? If we're going off skill, A12 plus Diggersby equals instant win, just like Emmanuel and Megalopunny equals instant win. He told me, and I was sitting down with this man planning his draft with him, and he once told me that he would never use Charizard Y, or I could hang him. Guess he's getting hanged. I don't know, whatever the correct term. Huh? Burn the king. King A12 is gone. It's now King Mayo. King of the T-Wave Cop. Diggersby's a really nice pick. Diggersby Char Y will actually be a really nice call for him. I don't think A12 realizes that yet, but he will enjoy using it. He told me that he was going to run a Sun team, but I don't see the real Sun element. I remember, like, you could rank A12 at number 1 when, like, he won Kanto with his Rain team, when he was drafted like Articuno and Omastar and all that. So it's not like A12 hasn't used weather before and been extremely effective with it. It's more the fact that this time around it's not as reliant.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, yes and no. When you play a lot of doubles, you understand that you want to control as much of the conditions as possible. So in doubles, we get taught.
Well, James, our league is in doubles,
but like,
so
you can still take on the premises from doubles to singles. And if you disagree with that,
Yeah.
Bobby, get the off my show. So like in doubles, you always talk like what can you control, and that will always same for singles. It's like you set up a trick room, you set up sun, you set up rain, you set up hail. You know, they're just conditions that benefit you in your favor. And if you're going to set up sun, how does it really benefit you? Because if he sets up sun, Diggersby then becomes an instant solar beam hit. Sets up sun, Metagross takes super effective damage. You know, like Rapidash is a nice pick. I really want to see Rapidash do well. He's assured me it's a wrecking ball. He said that that and Diggersby would be really nice. And also when you draft Diggersby A12, I don't know how you didn't draft Mandibles. I think Mayo should be lower on the list for stealing your mon. And we understand that you didn't want Blissey and you had to be a pain and whinge about it. Next time, don't whinge or your last mate.
Yeah, okay. I thought A12 and number 5. It's either he's been getting worse or the entire competition is getting better, which it has been.
A12 is getting worse.
And as you see, A12 is getting the playoffs now with the moving rate. Now he's like, okay, well A12 the competition is way higher now, and now A12's getting the playoffs barely still, and now he's like losing his rounds in playoffs even more. It used to be as soon as like seasons as 1 to 4, he was just instant to the championship. But now that's not happening, so it's just MBA is heating up now. Get my pun?
No one really wants to hear your puns either, Bobs.
Okay.
If we wanted to hear amazing stories, we'd ask Falcon and join the Power Rankings crew. At number 8, we have Dylan. Dylan, last season you have been criticised season and season again for relying on Hazard Stack. This time, you don't. So I was going to reward you. I think that you are the middle pick of the bunch. Garbodor is a really nice pick. I don't care what anyone says. It looks like Toby.
I like it too. It looks like Toby. That makes me
I know, that's exactly. It's the world's greatest mon. Greatest man alive. It looks like a Garbodor. Garbodor is the world's greatest Pokemon. He also drafted what made Toby the world's greatest graphic designer, which was Miltank. So, I mean, he's just like looked at Toby and gone, "You're the world's greatest man. What Pokemon can I find that resemble you?" And he's done a good job. He also drafted Bobby, which I think that's just an instant number 8 pick, don't you think, Bobby?
Yeah, I put Dylan at number 10 because he has a resemblance to Toby. That's the only reason he's at number 10.
It's a solid draft. There's no glaring weaknesses. So, whereas when you look at like Mayo and Rob's, and Cody's, there's some pretty glaring weaknesses. The Mega Arrow pick's a really nice one. Everyone's been slept on Mega Arrow, and then some little boy fell from the sky and was like, "Use Mega Aerodactyl," and it swept to Mayo.
And then everyone told him to shut his mouth.
And it swept Mayo. Mayo got swept by a Mega Arrow last season and lost. It was a comeback of the year. People think it's scripted. I don't think it was. I think it was just the greatest match of all time.
Remember when I completely crushed Wyatt with my Mega Ult? Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, but Mega
one
Ult's
time.
Dylan's team, so let's not be so self-centered, eh, Bobs?
Okay,
That's alright, beautiful. At number 7, I had the hack squad himself, Hound. Hound, did you watch the top 10 best players in NBA? Because I told you just need to draft Jirachi and Togekiss and click Iron Head and Air Slash every day, and then you draft Togetic and do the exact same thing. Where are they? Where are they, Hound? But in all seriousness, Kyron Black, Bishop, and then sniping A12 and Techno was the funniest thing. Oh, Bobs, did you see what happened with that?
No, I believe I was gone.
So A12 and Techno,
moment.
everyone knew that A12 and Techno both wanted Among Us. And they both were getting it OU3, thinking that neither of them, they all thought each other was going to get UU1. And then Hound's like, I want Among Us. And they just looked at each other going, shit. And they've both gone, that was a key part of my plan. That's why I was going to get OU3. I think A12 was like, dang, I should have got OU2. And like, it's just so funny to see that happen. And Among I think that like he then sniped A12 again by getting Crobat, and I was just like, ha! Renewalus and Haxorus are really nice UU picks. I think they're probably 2 of the better picks in UU. It could only really be better if we got Hydreigon over Haxorus, but Bobby, you know a lot about Haxorus, don't you?
James, don't talk about Haxorus. I'm done with Haxorus.
Best one in the league. It's probably one of the best UU picks you can get. That massive wish pass. Mega Hound will be interesting. Shame Techno stole Mega Steelix because that was the previously the best RU Mega. But apart from that, like I think he's got a really solid draft all around.
Yeah. I put Hound at number 8. As I said before, Hound is my big inspiration. But you know, competition just heats up. But I really think Hound might be able to get playoffs this year, and I would love to see that. As we see, when you have no skill, but you draft Kieran Black like Mayo did, you kind of just win.
First. That's how everyone found out about it, because I'm the most unskilled player in the world. They put a fence post in, and the fence post had a better record than I did. It was quite sad.
Okay, your number...
My number 6 is I had Hale. Hale's team. Boom, boom, boom. I reckon he's really nice. The Mega Blastoise is probably one of the most underrated UU Megas. Everyone's shown it before. Techno with the 6-0 sweep on Hound. Did Mayo have it last season? Yeah, Mayo had it last season and won Kanto. The Shaman's a really another nice pick. Drapion, Redrock, Mushana, DuskStorm, so he's got his mascot, he's fine. Jirachi, Thundy-Eye, Dragonite, Porygon 2, like, it's a really bulky team. It can be played hyper offensively or defensive. Yeah?
Hey, James.
Why?
Shut your mouth. Go on. The only reason Hale drafted Porygon 2 is he was scared of my freezes. If you can't win, just hack.
No, we're not talking about Hand anymore, we're talking about Hale. I know they both start with a H, Bobby. But
okay,
that's our topic.
But yeah, my
where'd you have Hale?
I put Hale at number 12.
Yes, we understand.
12. Hale doesn't have any Kanto experience. I don't like his team. He relies too much on that Jirachi.
How does he
you know, his team is too
Jirachi though? That's what I'm interested in, though. Bob. You're saying his team relies on Jirachi. I think his team more relies on Mega Blastoise.
James. Shut your mouth. It's a little passive for me. That's all I'm gonna have to say. Passive for me. 5.
At my number 5 pick, I picked Hydro. Hydro, the man that stunned the world. Get wrecked, Mayo, you muppet. You deserve that loss to that Clefable. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. That was the best game ever. Mayo, that was funnier than you losing to Hale. That's how funny that game was. You got swept by Clefable Salicberry. Did you say that, Bobs? Oh my gosh, funniest thing.
I don't think
He's
I
down
did.
3-1, last one Clefable, goes for sub. We're like, what are you doing? It's physical knockoff Salicberry. It's the funniest thing. Togekiss, the Latias Mega is a low ladder hero. Shoutouts to Chase. If you're on low ladder, you just use Mega Latias. And if you're in Kanto, everyone's really low ladder. Especially A12 at OU. They're very low ladder. Huh?
Lowest ladder there is. He goes below the 1,000.
When I started playing Showdown, they used to be below 1,000. Suicune's a really nice pick. Mamoswine, Hydreigon, Registeel, 3 really solid picks. Rotom, Motox, Correctile Fox, another just solid pick. Striker, Jinx, Ludicolo. I just think this is a really solid draft, and for someone who I think will be one of the most hyped players to go into Kanto, and someone who everyone will want to beat. Beating the Kalos champion is always a prestigious honour for anyone. Unfortunately, no one could beat Mayo, so Mayo can proudly boast 24/7 about how great he is. I believe he has his own little parade now.
I put Hydro at number 6. He's on a roll after winning Kalos. I believe he's gonna have like a lot of momentum going in, and his team is amazing. I love it. Like, of course, Hacks. Then he has all of his great mons. He wanted to draft Suicune. I think it's just a great draft overall. So your number. Your number 5.
Pick. No, do you mean number 4?
Is Hydro okay?
Bobby,
Yeah,
we're going to
that's
send you
what I
back to
meant,
school
sorry.
some mathematics with A12. He'll teach you about the amazing power of multiplication in Diggersby.
Okay.
My number 4 is, he'll be a bit triggered. at the fact that it's so low on my list. I really like the Mega Steelix pick. It's really nice. The Zapdos Manaphy, nice, mint. You know, I think what Techno's really done this season is looked at a really successful team in Kalos last season and just try to steal some of their best picks, taking the Manaphy and the Hitmonlee, taking Sticky Web support. Techno, I'm honoured that you look up to me so much, buddy. It's okay. I think you're slightly better than me at Draft League format. So don't give me too many accolades. Mega Steelix and Tangrowth, another really nice pairing. There's nothing really that breaks through his whole team. If something does, I'm gonna laugh my head off, especially if it's that Mega Metagross. Rob, you'll go to instant 4th if you destroy Techno 6-0 with a Mega Metagross.
I put Techno at number 3. Techno is really skilled. I like his draft. It seems a bit niche. But I really like it. A few underrated monsters and Sliggoo. Sliggoo is a Charizard Y counter. That's the only reason he got it. He told me.
No, I think my favourite thing about Techno's draft is Techno's last few seasons has gone real heat, like drafting Camel Newton, and I think after realising he was not the top player of Kanto, that he wanted to try to restore some pride by earning a ring and take it a little bit more seriously, and then he drafts the most silly Pokemon in the game, Manaphy. Like, do you even take League play seriously, mate?
Manaphy's horrible. He didn't sweep me.
Didn't sweep you as well, Bob. Swept Porygon 2, that was funny. My number 3 pick was the one and only Wyatt. Bobby, I assume you have Wyatt at number 1?
Yeah.
Who else would you be? You can probably hear Bobby just like praying to his Wyatt poster in his room. Nando, give me powers. I want to be with you.
Every time I catch myself, I just whisper the name Damon.
Frederick Lamont. I whispered that name to myself every night.
My good luck charm.
I whisper. Just before I ask a girl out, I listen to Falcon stories.
Do you know why I put him so high? Mew. That's all I have to say. Mew.
Oh, I actually got Miyagi. I think Miyagi went undrafted in D-League.
Oh my god. D-League doesn't know it came. As soon as they join Kalos, they're just gonna be there with me and my Mew. They don't know how to deal with it.
Bobby, I've never lost. You've never beaten me when you've had a Mew in your team.
Okay, James, stop bragging. Go on to Wyatt.
I really like his core synergy, like Mega Amphi and Vaporeon, Mew, Tornadus T, Diancie. Diancie's a very underrated RU pick. I think Diancie is one of the better mons in the format. Pillow Swine's really nice. Matang, I think he just wanted to snipe A12 and have like self-satisfaction. I sniped A12 with Matang! He didn't need it! I'm so proud of myself!
I have one problem with this team. Wyatt did not... Entei was available when he got Arcanine, and as me and James know, Entei plus Mega Amphi is just power.
Yeah, I don't think Wyatt watches videos that you're in. He watches every other video, but he says when you're in the video, he just leaves.
He was scared that one time I told him I said his name every night. He stopped watching.
Yeah, he stopped watching that video. But on to the news. At number 2, I have the man who annoyed everyone at draft because he took 15 minutes to draft everything. Dom, quit your job, make some YouTube money, retire on your 4 cents you'll make every month. That's my only advice for you, my young man. The Mega Venusaur Garchomp Thundy T is a really nice core. Snorlax, I think he just wanted to draft Mayo. Feraligatr is really nice. Conkeldurr. I think a lot of people forget that Conkeldurr's UU now. I definitely forgot. I wish I got it. It's such a good mon. It would really help with my lack of hazard removers, I think. Exploud's really nice. Skuntank is right on. Is another nice pick. I just see a really nice complementary draft. And he finally did what I told him to do and start playing to his playstyle, which is helping Chimpact build.
I put him at 7. I don't remember the season last season, but with Hydro on a roll, Hydro kind of just took off his team. I don't like his team as much. His UU picks for me weren't that impressive, as I thought he got took for Alligator way too early. But he's still a great player, and I'm sure he'll do well. And it's basically between Hydro and down for playoffs for me, who will take him. And James, here number 1.
My number 1, he paid me $20 to make sure that people would stop thinking he's a threat and make him an honourable mention and tell people he's in Kalos, so people would forget about him. It's the one, the only DD. I feel like DD was on a different planet when everyone else was drafting, because his draft just looks incredible.
It's out of this world.
It's like Mr. Miyagi. He's out of this world.
Mr. Miyagi. The thumbnail has to be a Mew in space now. You have to realize that, right?
No, I don't do thumbnails. You have to talk to Hound.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, but I'm looking at his team. Like, he gets Mega Lopunny, right? And he's like, okay, I have Mega Lopunny. Alright, what's next? I'm going to draft Tita. Tita has a double weakness to, you got 2 fighting weak ones. Oh, that's alright, I got Cresselia. Oh, okay. And then it's like, okay, next, I got Raikou. Okay, to the ground. Okay, now I've got Roserade. Oh, okay, fair enough. Next one, Aromatisse, Poison. I've got Swampert. Okay, Trevenant's a really nice pick. I can't wait to.
Okay, I put DD at number 9 because if we were talking about drafts, DD has the best draft, hands down. But DD almost relegated last year, so I had to put him at number 9. Maybe he's better draft.
Last year, we just finished the season 2 days ago. Relax. Last week.
Shut up. We didn't even finish season. I mean, playoffs are still going on. But yeah. This year DD probably won't relegate at all. He probably won't be in contention because it's a good team. So I can see around a 5-7 record for him. But yeah, DD is just a good player, and I understand draft format. His entire draft is so good.
I think DD's another one that people have got to understand that he's a bit rusty. He had some time off. He learnt about the wonders of girls. He learnt about the wonders of ramen noodles. But he's come back to the finer things in life, looking at Pokemon again. In that the hype. He's seen Mega Lopunny. He whispers to himself every night, Candace, 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 Candace. And I think DD, this draft hopefully will turn him around. He's a very good player. I've played him once and beaten him once. I like bragging a lot, guys, sorry. And I think that this draft will definitely, be some interesting things. I know that, he's got his fight. He doesn't have a Fairy Dragon Silcore, but at the same time... Well, does he have a Fairy Dragon Silcore? No, he's missing a dragon. But he has some very nice picks, and that's why I had to put him at number 1, apart from the fact that he gave me that nice, clean $20 bill.
Okay, but yeah. So I guess that will be it for this video. Kalos, and D-League power rankings will be out soon. So Techno, Dylan, DD will be doing those. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Let's bye.